Kenneth Bird, my company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I have no idea why my sound bar is up so loud. Let me find me a remote control. Alright, so these tests have to be done live, of course. So we're going to be using our Sony Vpl Cs4. We don't advise you using this projector when gaming or watching movies, but like I said, it's to show you that the screen can produce an image at 1,000 lumens. I think all this week we've been using the venue projectors. We had the 5,000 lumen Christie, the 4,000 lumen Christie. So we dropped it from there. Right now I have the 5,000 full 1080p right there on the floor. Over here we're going to be using the Sony Vpl Sony Vpl is the SVGA, a Vpl Cs4 projector. Now, when we finally put in the descriptions and whatever specifications for the product, we will not be suggesting 1,000 lumens. 25 would probably be what we'd be suggesting. All right, so let me get this over to a white screen real quick so we can move past this because I got some conference calls coming up and I want to make sure I make do on them. White screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
All right, so we're going to be doing this with the certified screens. I got the top screens we had. You may hear Cat in the background. He's in full battle mode today. Got a new toy. So you may hear him running back and forth on camera. Taco. Whatever name he goes by today. All right, so let's get this set up and get this done. We're already launched. We already have an announcement for the launch dates. Got a lot of buzz going over on my Facebook feed on the product. Also, too, this will be replacing the Phoenix. The Phoenix Gamer. This is the technology that will be replacing it. I thought we'd bring that up later on. Phoenix Gamer is basically using elsewhere for other applications with another company. And it'll be swapped out for this technology right here. When we say that we're replacing them, doesn't mean they're being discontinued. It means the bottom line is another company has decided to pick up on it and they're using it now. All right, so always good to always have backups just in case. Let's go with the certified screens here. And let's see what we got. I keep explaining to people, if you can't get the screen to pick up on 5,000, 1,000 lumens is not going to make a difference at all, period. All right, there we go. I'm going to face this one right in the center. Let me get back to my gaming on here, because I like gaming on this screen. Now, I already have enough, made a gallon of this. I have enough, this stuff has very good coverage. I had enough to paint this screen twice, and a 92-inch screen in the next room. And I'm going to be painting over my big screen upstairs. I think the only screen we have now, mind you, when it comes to people say, well, this is going to replace the Phoenix screen paint, not the portable screens, not the acoustic screens, or with that blackout cloth surface. It's not replacing those. That particular surface has a special coating attached to it. So we customize the coating for that screen. It has a special coating. It's different than the Phoenix. It's different than the Phoenix paint itself. Oh, I forgot to add this real quick so we can have this on record. Dark Star 9, 0.9 gain. So we have that on record. I'll put that over here. Cinema Gray. 5D, right there. There's the gain on that one. So the blackout cloths aren't going anywhere, but the paint is, that particular paint is, that one that's going. I'll put that over here. Let's see. Oh, we got the wrong one. Which one did you grab up? Wrong one. Oh, two of these. We put them both at the same time. So we got to do a white screen right there. So there's a white right there. Acoustic Pro 1080p 3. And then that has a 0.9 gain. I like to use that because that has a very high gain on it. So I like to use these on demonstrations when we test them against the 1000 lumen projector, the same as when we test them against the 5000 lumens. Now, do we recommend using 1000 lumens on a screen paint? No, we don't. We're just showing you that we don't have to have a 5000 lumen projector. We have to show the minimum amount of lumens you can pull up off the screen. Alright, so first we're going to show the white levels first, which is very important, so you can see exactly how the screen is producing, which one's producing the highest. Well, that doesn't make a difference, it's producing the highest white level. The thing is the fact that the screen is producing too high of a white level. So I got my information from there, so I'm good to go. Now let's go pull up, see what we can do from here, because right now I'm only using 4.3. Please stay away from that. Thank you. Just pull up the reds. Same thing every time. I get so sick. I'm not trying to be rude here, but man, I really get tired of this. I really get tired of this. It's not bragging at all. I already know the outcome, what's going to happen automatically from the door. But we have to do it. It has to be done. There has to be a test demonstration of every product we develop. I have to do this over and over again. Every time I make a screen paint, I have to go through the same process over and over again. But I already mapped out what's going to happen. It's going to do the same thing. If they're white, if these screens we have up here are producing too high of a white level, the first one I showed the white level, I already know the story already. They're going to wash out. They're just not going to be able to pick up. It gets to a point sometimes on camera, I just feel like going, that's the end of the video, we're done. I'm going to go get some meat. I literally, a lot of you not. But we have to do this because we have to have it on display, have it on test, to have it backed up that the product did what it did. Let's go through this. So excuse me if I don't sound too hyped up about it. It's just I'm used to it. Just it happens every time we do this. Let me put the camera up close so you can see. It's the problem is you have here is the fact that either some of these have that reflective surface that I'm not going to go on and on with this. I'm just going to do the demonstration. I'm going to watch a movie after this. Sorry if I don't have the whole. I've done this too many times. It's just the way I've done it too many times. Too many times. Whatever we develop is going to do the exact same thing to any screen we throw up there. They're just going to wash out. And we're at 1000 lumens at 14 or 15 feet back. 15 feet back. This is going to be a fast demonstration. That's gray. At least we got all the colors in there, so that's good. I don't have to hunt for anything. Now let's go to a slow color change out. It's just after a while, I mean, you've done this so many times. You have any different screen paints I have developed in dark technology, and every time we come out here, it's the same thing. Like we got to go do this, do that, so and so and so. And I know what the screen's going to do. The minute we paint the screen,
life is busy. So come to Shell and get 3 things done.
The minute we paint the screen and we show that white level first, they're all going to react the same way. Whether it be ultra short throw, whether it be long throw, whether it be 1000 lumens, whether it be 5000 lumens, technology is going to react the same way every time.
Once. First, fill it with Shell gasoline at scientific.
So we'll do a slow color change out and then we'll switch over to contrast. If I don't trip over my equipment here. What are you fussing about over here? Why are you so fussy today? Huh? See, I'm not into it. It's just the bottom line is this, our technology. I'm not saying, I mean, it's good. Our technology is extremely good. It is. It's really, really good. I try to do it without bragging, but it's good. I got like 18 certified projection screens in my kitchen drawer, and our products have been tested against everything we got in there. What are you doing, Chris? All right, that's done. Let's go ahead and start field demonstration. Let's hit a contrast demonstration right here. Hey, 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 hey. Enough of that. What are you in here whining about now? Enough of that. Now, what's it doing? Now, enough of that. That's not necessary. My cat back there having a fit for I don't know what for. see, into the LG too. LG Beta Fish. I put it in there too.
Getting that from YouTube.
So LG Beta Fish, as you can see, fully lit environment. Plenty of light, as you can see. There's the distance of my portable projector. I had this fan out earlier because I had to repaint the screen, I said before. To make sure it was smooth. Color shifting technology at 1,000 lumens. And my projector behind me, I think has 100 to 1 or something like that. It's pretty low. So we have two gunmetals, the Dark Star 9, Parallax. I know I butchered the daylight side name. Parallax or Parallax. I'm sorry, daylight. I just can't pronounce the screen. But the daylight screen, so daylight's darker screen. We have a cinema grade 5D, and then we have a white screen on there in the middle. That's the white screen. 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
So you can see with the contrast shifting technology we have embedded in our advanced or dark advanced ambient light rejection, the Cinema Gamer. There's nothing that's going to match it. Even at 1,000 lumens at 15 feet back in a fully lit environment. Alright, let's switch over to some bright colors. Boom. Nope. Let's go for Starfield Screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go.
At McCormick & Company, we know flavor is foundational to our food and our shared future. We are uniting the world through flavor, where healthy, sustainable, and delicious go hand in hand.
여러분이 프라이스를 간절히 원하도록 만드는 게 6초 만에 가능할까 궁금했습니다. 주문할 것 같네요.
Voila, we're done. That's it. I mean, that's it. Pretty much. When I sat there and said that the minute we first showed off the screen, pulling off its colors, next to certified screens, I literally sat there and said everything was going to blow through everything with no problem. It's just going to be outside. That's it today. We're done. I think it's a label. We got $3,000, $5,000, $1,600, and $1,300 to $1,400 projection screens laying up against the technology. On a 1,000 lumens projector at 600 by 800 res, 720p SVGA at 14 feet back, fully lit environment. So at the end of the day, it really doesn't make a difference. I keep telling you, at the end of the day, it comes down to your projector. It really doesn't have nothing to do. Really, more it comes down to the screen. Sorry about that. And I'll show you. We'll swap this out for a 5,000 lumen projector, and it'll do the exact same thing. Even with 5,000 lumen, none of the screens are going to pull up. Full 1080p Chrissy projector venue, big boy. my sound bar kicking. I'm gonna go loose cable in there somewhere. People think that, okay, I go and spend the money and I get myself a more expensive projector. Maybe I can get a better picture quality. No, no you won't. Now, if you don't have the right to screen, you won't. That's the first thing people think. I'm just going to the mind of the average consumer. The first thing they think, okay, well, that projector's not work. What if I upgrade to a more powerful projector? 5,000 lumens at a full 10 dp projector is a pretty powerful machine. And at that, it's a Chrissy. If you don't know anything about Chrissy, Chrissy's are top tier projectors. You got Ronco, you got Barcode, Chrissy, and there's another one, which I can't remember what it is, but those are your top tiers. They're better than your Sony's, they're better than your ViewSonics. These are the expensive ones. That's why you don't find ultra short throws and Chrissy's or particular high-end projectors, because their lenses are designed to be pulled out. You can interchange your lenses. So that's why when people say, well, how come you don't see an ultra short throw version of a Chrissy? There isn't one. You basically you have to interchange your lens. That's what it is. I was talking to a customer about that, and he was like, yeah, I didn't know. So yeah, that's why you don't see them. You don't see them like that. You don't see ultra short throw Chrissy's, because oh wait, they do make an ultra short throw Chrissy. I have seen ultra short throw Chrissy. I have it, but usually in the big boy venue projectors, you don't see those in ultra short throws because the lenses are designed to be pulled out. That's why. So now we got the same screens here. I'm going to go in and we're going to run the same demonstration back, but at 5,000 lumens. Because some people think if I got a 5,000 lumen projector, I'll get a better picture. And no, you won't. Let's see if I get this thing adjusted right. So there's your star field demonstration right there. We're done with the. Actually pretty much done with the whatchamacallit demonstration. The low lumen demonstration. We're done with that. I'm gonna put a blue screen real quick. Blue screen. So I can see where I'm at. There we go. So that way I can get an idea where I'm at, where I need to blow my screen up at. Full lens shift. Let me bring it up here. Bring it down some. There we go. Then I can bring a zoom in there. Let's go up a little more. Nope, wait, wrong way. There we go. More. That's much better. Don't even start, because I hear you there whining. For what? So you see, we're 5,000 lumen Chrissy projector, as I told you before. Not even going to pick up on the screens. And this goes to show you that even if you go out and you upgrade to a more advanced and high-end projector, this is not much of an advancement. This projector was discontinued in 2019. With this projector being at 5,000 lumens, compared to the projector we just had a few minutes ago, as I said before, that it's not going to make much difference. And as I said before in the last demonstration, the very first demonstration the earliest morning, that gray screens do not have the capability to keep up with darker technology, and which is kind of interesting because we have two screens up there that are actually designed for darker technology. But again, they test their products against white screens, and we test our products against their products. So we just run through this real quick on a slow change out. And that's to show you from 1,000 lumens all the way up to 5,000 lumens. It doesn't make a difference. You're not going to be able to pick up on it. Without our technology, your screen is just not going to function. Your projector's not going to function right. Your setup's not going to function right without our technology. And I said before, gray screens can't pick it up. Can't pick up contrast. It can't pick up color. We just call this the extra bonus we just throw in there. All right, so the new technology is probably going to be available. Actually, not probably. It will be available around October. We're going to do October the 5th. We're going to do October the 2nd when it'll be available. We'll have it available in 1 quart, 2 quarts. It will also be available in 1 gallon, 2 gallons, and we're going to have a special 3 gallon. That one's going to come with a free 4K Fire Stick. I'm using it right now. Same thing, 4K Fire Stick with, of course, 4K Fire Stick for free. That'll be the 3 gallons. Unfortunately, it's not going to be available overseas, and we may not be making the 2 gallons for overseas shipment only. The only thing we're going to have probably for overseas shipment is going to be 1 quart, 2 quarts, and 1 gallon. Well, sorry if I sound a little bit tired in the first beginning. I just been under a lot of stress and doing a lot of work on different things, but you know, you have to understand, I do these tests all the time, like constantly all the time. Where some people don't even do these tests, they just blow through it, show your screen, paint in a dark environment. That's what they do. We do the test, we break everything down for you so you can understand, explain it to you so you can understand it, and then we do our projector swap outs to show you that, you know, even if you go and you upgrade your projector from 1000 lumens, 1080, 720p SVGA to a projector that's a WXGA at 5000 lumens full 1080p, you're just still not going to be able to pick up what you're supposed to pick up off your screen. And at the end of the day, if your screen's not going to be working, your projector's not working. If your projector's not working, your setup doesn't work either. This is what I love about the dark technology we're blessed to be able to develop, because it gives the best of both worlds. Now this has 2 different forms of technology embedded into it. It has that contrast shifting technology, allows it to produce those heavy black levels, and also to that gamer technology. All right, well, that's basically about it. We just had to have it on, we usually have to have it on record. This is why demonstrations have to be live, because everything has to be done on record. Come on, Pat, come on. Just keep your crazy stuff out of trouble, that's all. What you don't like to do. You're always in trouble. Our specifications, the lowest lumens we're going to be advising for this technology will be 25. That's all we're going to support on it. If you go below 25, it's your decision. We do not support knockoff projectors. This has got to go back upstairs, I forgot. We do not support knockoff projectors in any way whatsoever. We advise you don't use them. I think that one's upstairs or downstairs. I don't even know where that one's even at, to tell you the truth. Oh, it is upstairs. Just the extra stuff we add in there sometimes. Give you a better understanding. We went from 1,000 lumens, showed you from 1,000 lumens what it looked like. As you can see, without our technology, at 1,000 lumens, your projector is still going to fail. 5,000 lumens full 1080p. ViewSonic projector, 3,800 lumens, SVGA 600 by 800 res, 22,000 to 1 contrast. If I hook this projector up here right now, set it up, you're still not going to see your contrast. Oh, here's certified screens up here. No screen paint products. Certifies. Doesn't make a difference what we swap out. I can swap it all day long and screens are still going to remain the same. Let's go back to that color pattern. When you start hitting the 5,000 lumen mark, you're talking about some serious money for a projector. When you're talking about the 4,000 lumen mark, you're talking about some serious money for a projector. It's not going to be a cheap machine. So if you can't hit it at 5,000 lumens and you can't hit it on a venue, you're not hitting it on anything. This is venue technology. You can't hit on a venue projector, and those are commercial projectors. Your everyday home theater projector won't cut it. Like I said, without our technology, your screens are nothing. I'm not being rude here or disrespectful, it's the truth. We can swap outs all day. Take it out right now, swap it out for 38. So now we're going to go to 22,000 to 1 contrast. The first projector had 100 to 1. Screen showed no improvement. Only our technology was able to produce better color. We swapped it all the way up to 5,000 lumens. WXGA, full 1080p 1920 by 1200 versus 600 by 800 SVGA. Screens didn't change. Now we'll swap it out for a projector for high contrast, because that's the first thing that people say. Well, what if I get a projector with higher contrast? I'll be able to see my black levels then. No, you won't. You won't see them. As for gray screen paint products, as I told you before, we first started off, we were developing that 8 years ago. Automatically know how that stuff is going to react and how it's going to function right from the door. Can't pick up, it's 8-year-old product. Put the links down for you to see for yourself. It's an 8 to 9-year-old product. So you have what? A 2021, 2020 model projector sitting in your house, and you're using a product that's 8 years old on your screen. Yep, that's what it comes down to. End of the day. Got the latest projector you could possibly get your hand on. Your screen is 9 years old, 8 to 9 years old. Yes, sir. That's why I said all those different setups they have. Come on, man. They did that 8 years ago. That's when the, what was the Galaxy? It was the Galaxy GT something 737. Those old projectors that came out from overseas. Everybody was grabbing them. They were cheap. But actually, those things actually work too. I mean, those particular projectors were different from the projectors we have now. The projectors we have now, they lie about the specification. But when those Galaxy projectors came out that particular time, they were huge and bulky, but at least they told the truth about their specs. They didn't lie about the specifications. They were like 720p projectors. They literally work. But they worked. A lot of people grabbed them. They weren't expensive. That's when you had to pay $500 and $600 for or what I paid for my my BenQ MS500. I paid about $500 for that projector, and that was an SVGA. That's when projectors were really expensive, and you got the DLP rainbow effect. Oh man, that was an era to be living in. Definitely something to be living in that particular era. Everybody that shot a YouTube demonstration on a projection screen setup in their bedroom or dorm room was sitting in the dark, because that's the only place you could be at the time. No such thing as no black diamonds or none of the screens that we have now. The AR ambient light projection technology, none of that stuff didn't even exist. You had a gray screen, you had a white screen, and that was it. Or if you had the money, you had goose screen. If you had money, you had goose screen. That's what you had. That was the top screen right there at the top. Or you had a Grey Wolf. You could pull one of those. There's no such thing as dark screens. It didn't exist. So now we're going to put on the ViewSonic. The one thing I like about the ViewSonic, quick shut off is what I like. It take a little bit while to shut down. So let's put the ViewSonic on. Now we swapped out for a ViewSonic projector. This is a 600 by 800 res 720p SVGA 3800 lumens with a 22,000 to 1 contrast and a 235.1 anamorphic lens, which means you have the option of going 16:9 to 235.1. So let's see if we get any better quality. Some people say, well, what if I have a better contrast? It doesn't make a difference. You're not going to use it. Just forget it. Just pay the man his money for the projector. You're not going to get it. You might just sit there and just cut your projector in half, because that's pretty much all you're going to use anyway of it. Never going to get a chance to use the full potential of it at all anyway. So what's the point? All right, let's pull this one back a little bit more. 22,000 to 1 contrast ratio on this projector. I'll put the model numbers of each projector so you can check it out for yourself at AVS4. I think it's 20,000 or 22,001. It's one of those. Told you. $20,000 or 22, it's somewhere in that range. You're never going to see it. Never. Gunmetal. It's a darker gray screen on that one. It's Cinema Gray 5D and the white screen. Look, your gray screens can't see contrast or color. Can make a difference what I swap out. Let's see if we can pick up color with a 22,000 to 1 contrast, because that's supposed to give you better color. Oh, Starfield demonstration. Let's pop over here. See what we pick up. Told you. Doesn't make a difference. You're not going to see it. If I calibrate my projector, that's not going to work. Still not going to be able to pick it up. Let's go over here and let's see if we can pick up some blue. We got dark blue. Can't see it. Told you. Doesn't make a difference. I went over 40 projectors. All 40 projectors wanted me to pick up on any one of these screens right here. Doesn't make a difference. We can pick up the same levels you can pick up, but you can't pick up color. I mean as in dark technology. So the demonstration was about 1,000 lumens, but I figured, hey, let's throw in some extra stuff in there for the sake of it all. Let's swap projectors out. Let me know how many demonstrations you've watched on YouTube of any company swapping out their projectors in the middle of a demonstration live. Oh, you know why they don't do it? Because that projector is calibrated for that particular setting. I told you, it's all rehearsed. It's a stage. It's all rehearsed. They pick out the projector they're going to use for the demonstration. They calibrate it. They pick out the certain videos they want, and that's it. Let's see where the white levels come up. Yeah, way too high. So let's go pop over to some color. I'm just going to do the exact same thing. We'll get it so it's going to wash out as usual. Go to another one. Go to another one. Excuse me if I sound bored on camera, but pretty much think about it. For every screen print I developed under dark technology, it's always the same thing over and over again. Every time we test out a screen, it's the same thing every single time. All right, 3,800 lumens. Sure hasn't changed it at all. We did a full 1080p at 5,000 lumens. That didn't do anything at all, period. I told you, if a projector at 5,000 lumens, full 1080p, doesn't pick up on your screen, nothing's going to pick up on it. We did this with ultra short throw, with 5 certified ultra short throw screens on a $60 NEC. If you have to spend more than that to get your image to pull up, then there's a problem with your screen. Starfill, 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 Starfill. It doesn't make a difference what we pick.
My story starts in a couple of months. I told the Joe I'm ready to go to the glamorous resort perform. Oh, yes, okay, chance no esto. This big blue Saturday on Fox. They call me Michigan. Hell, Wisconsin.
Yeah, the reds don't even pick up. That's why I say you can't sit there and make statements about your product being the best unless you test the best. And we have tested the best. I have tested so many screens on so many different projectors, on so many different environments, on so many different size screens. I have had screens submerged underwater. I've done demonstrations in snowstorms. I've done demonstrations in the rain. I've frozen screens. I've broken them out of ice. I've done just about everything you could possibly think done to screens. I just can't. Ugh. Done 4K, I've done 1080p, 720p, SVGA, WXGA. Good gracious, we've done just about everything you could think you could possibly do to a screen. And after a while, after doing all those demonstrations and all those tests over and over, again and again and again, this is why you hear me on camera going, all right, let's begin. That's why. I showed you demonstrations. If you take a projection screen, white screens produce too much white light. Gray screens produce too much white light. Mr. Mannequin can tell you that right there. I had a customer come and say, thank you for doing the demonstration, because he had no idea how much white light was reflecting off their screen and hitting them in the face. There's a lot of harmful light reflecting off your screen. And the more powerful your projector, the more harmful light's going to reflect off, as we showed you with Mr. Mannequin. Those who have dedicated theater rooms and you're using light gray screen paints and you're using gray screen paints, you're reflecting all that white light from the ceiling to the floor. You don't really have a dedicated theater room because all that white light's pushing all over the place. That's one of the things I saw with Black Diamond did when they brought the screen down. It cancels out light. That's what darker screens do. Oh, we're done. I'm going to swap back over to my 5,000 lumen projector because contrast is not going to pick up on there. Let's go do something with really quick LG Beta Fish. See if we can pick up any kind of contrast level anywhere at 22,000 to 1 contrast ratio. So if you had this projector, or say you had a projector at 22,000 to 1 contrast ratio, can you pick up a Starfill demonstration? Can you pick up true black levels on your screen if it's not black, or it doesn't have contrast shifting technology to do that? This screen's not black, by the way. It's not even a dark gray. Yeah, it's not even that I'm bored of my product. I'm not bored of my product. I'm bored of the industry. That's what I'm bored of. I'm literally bored of the industry. Come on, really, seriously? I mean, I'm not trying to be rude here, but this is really the best that you have to offer. At these expensive, how expensive these screens are, this is the best you really have to offer? Are you serious? This is what I'm bored of the industry. I'm bored of it. Overpowered, overexpensive projectors. So I've talked to some of these people. They use the most expensive piece of machinery they can get their hands on because the projector's doing all the work. You have to have this. So why can't you do a swap out demonstration? You can't do a demonstration starting off with a 720p projector. Oh no, they can't because they have to use the most expensive projector they can get their hands on to get the best quality of picture. I bet you $100 if you walk into any one of those booths and you go look at that screen, you go, What kind of projector are you using in the back? I guarantee you that thing probably costs as much as your car. I guarantee if you get home, and if you don't have that same projector, I guarantee you're not going to pick up the same picture quality. I guarantee you. There's no way in the world that if they're using a $50,000 or $20,000 or $10,000 or $8,000 or $5,000 projection screen in that demonstration, and you can't afford that projector, I guarantee your projector's not going to be able to do the same thing. I guarantee if that was the case, why would you even go out and buy a $50,000 projector when a 720p could do the same thing? Just basic common sense. Yeah, it's just, man, it's just so sad. It really is. This is really sad. It's just so sad that I get these sample sheets down here and it just basically is the same thing over and over and over again. The same thing every single time. Nothing changes. No matter how much we upgrade our technology, whatever we do, it's the same thing. That's what I'm bored of. I'm bored of what the industry has to offer. And everybody else wants to follow the same protocol they follow. Oh, you got to be in an ambient light control. What the heck are you talking about, ambient light controlled environment? So how are you calling it ambient light rejection technology if you have to be in an environment that automatically has to be dark? It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm contracted. I'm good. I'll make my money regardless. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's the average consumer who basically has no choice either to deal with the hobbyists who don't do their demonstrations right, refuse to do their demonstrations right, cut corners on every chance they possibly can, and are the cancel kings of basically not doing demonstrations correctly, or they have to be at the mercy of these guys who basically develop these expensive, crazy screens, and it's just, ugh, can't even see color. The color red. Really. That doesn't make any sense at all. Tell me where that makes any sense. It's just not, the people understand at the end of the day, it's not just the hobbyists, it's everybody. For me, it's everybody. Same stuff every single time. Every single time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one night at the living guys.
Sony 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from you yesterday.
Okay. Kind of added that wrong. Sorry, I had an order come through. I was like, wait a minute. We got one extra here. Oh, and not that's the last one we needed to finish the order. Okay, cool. All right, call them another order. Will be done today. Again, white levels are way too high. There's two levels of white levels going off on the screen at the same time. Look at the color of the wolf. Look at the color of the background. If they made the wolf the same color as the background, you wouldn't be able to see it. It's an off-white. The screen can't pick it up because all they're seeing is just a blinding white. This is the reason why we don't test this product anymore. You know why? It's the same thing every single time. It's frustrating. It is really, really frustrating. It's the same thing. Nothing changes. It's the same thing. Whatever we pick, it's the same thing. Does the exact same thing every single time. It's supposed to be a contrast level there. You know that, right? Supposed to be another contrast. What happened to the color? Color just washed out. $22,000 contrast. What is going on? So you go to any one of these companies and say, hey, look, I'm using this particular projector right here. They're going to say, oh, no. You can't use that. I guarantee the projector they're going to suggest you to buy is going to be a couple $1,000s. You need this particular model. This is what you're going to have to use in order to use that product. That's what they're going to tell you. You don't get spend all that money. That's crazy. Projector behind me cost me $150. 5,000 projector cost me $270. And that 1,000 projector cost me $75. And if you were to tell them that you were using the 5,000 lumen Christie was discontinued in 2014, they'd be like, what are you using that relic for? You need this particular projector right here. I guarantee you it costs you about a couple $1,000. And I'll still be able to come in with my used projector and blow your screen clean out of the water with no problem whatsoever. Using a old eBay projector. And they'll advise you to go out and spend $5,000 for a projector, maybe $3,000 for a projector, an additional $5,000 for a screen. And I'll come in here with my eBay projector at $270 and my screen paint, and I'll blow your product right out of the water just like that. Without calibrating and without being in an ambient light controlled environment. Then I'll take you outside and completely destroy you. Yeah. That's what I said. Waste of money. I don't even know how in the world that's picking up a contrast level. Yeah, let me leave it there. Whatever. I don't care. What's the point? I just have fun with this. My stuff I have fun with. Designing my products I literally have fun with. I'm not bored of my product. I'm bored of this. I'm bored of this, just the industry. I'm bored of it. I am. I'm bored of it. That's why I'm basically studying holograms and next level technology, because I'm so bored of what they had to offer. I'm bored of it. Same thing, man. It's the same thing. Every video I go look at, it's the same thing. Ambient light controlled environment, dark environments, overpowered projectors. You got to calibrate this and all this bull crap. Blah, 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 blah. Bored of it. Nobody wants to do things the right way anymore. It's the same old nonsense. So we just went from 1,000 lumens projector. We went from 3,800 lumen projector. I can go swap it out and bring the big boy back up here again at 5,000 lumens. And it'll do the exact same thing all over again. Doesn't make a difference. At first you were saying, well, maybe you just need a more powerful projector. Hey, go and buy yourself a more powerful projector. Knock yourself out. I got projectors all over the house. I mean, knock yourself out. None of these projectors are going to show up on any one of these screens. That's another Christie projector right there at 5,000 lumens. You won't pick up on any of those. That's what I'm bored with. I'm bored with the industry, man. At the end of the day, they say, well, you know, be happy, you know. I am happy. It's just that I'm not, there's no challenge. What's the point of developing a product? There's no challenge behind it. There's nothing to challenge it. I've got to the point where The Phantom has an excellent record. The Phantom has an amazing record. The Phantom has leveled 18 screens. 18 screens at 10%. I can brag about that. I can brag about that because I got the demonstrations to back it up. Any company want to come in, any one of your companies want to come in and say, hey, so there's a Phantom technology. There's your screen product. This is what a Phantom did to it. At 10%, not even done. Still taking baby steps. Because I believe that people deserve better technology. That's what I believe in. And for those people who want to accuse us of being scammers and whatever, well, when it comes to facing our technology, y'all cancel out. And we're up to the challenge. Any given time, we're up to the challenge. Anytime you want to send over whatever, we'll do the test. No problem. Because I like a challenge. I get bored. If I get bored, I get to the point where I just don't want to be bothered with it. But like I said, 11 cancellations. Any one of these companies, you want to fly me down to your facility, you want to do a side-by-side, you want to come, whatever you want to do, let it be, hey, come on. I have no problem with that. I like a challenge. Win or lose, at least I know I put my hat in the ring. But I'm curious to see. But, you know, if you're used to having your product in a comfortable environment, that's how a lot of these screens are, companies are. They use overpowered projectors and ambient light controlled environments. And you come over here, you're used to testing your product against a white screen. We're used to testing our products against the very best that you have. Then what will you have left? Pretty sure at the end of the day, the average Joe wants to come home, does not want to sit in a dark environment and figure out where the coffee table's at. It's football season. You're going to turn your house into a dark den because you can't see the screen correctly because your colors are washing out. Yet you paid all this money for a projection screen. Took the time to calibrate it. Just turn your living room into a cave. That sounds real smart. That sounds real smart. I see all the fake demonstrations. You got people showing off colorful, pretty colors, and the colors are off. I showed you that on the motorized projection screen downstairs. Colors are way off. And people sitting in their dedicated theater rooms thinking that their screens aren't reflecting white light. You're reflecting white light all over your environment, including your face. Mr. Mannequin can tell you that one. Now, my projector may be, people say, well, your projectors are old. This projector I have right here is more advanced than the projector you have in your house. This projector I have right now can tell me the temperature that's inside of my projector. Can you do that right now? Can you tell the temperature that's inside of your projector right now? You have an LCD panel. My projector over here has a quad picture-in-picture, which means I can watch 4 screens at the same time. These are venue projectors. Venue projectors are always more advanced. Even the older models are more advanced. We did a tutorial on that when I showed you that the barcode projectors, those projectors are no joke. I mean, even at a 720p projector, that still costs you $8,000-9,000, way more than what you would pay for your everyday home theater projector. And if you can't pick up on one of them, then there's a problem on your screen, because literally venue projectors are some very powerful projectors. We're in a venue right now. There we go. We switched back over. So now we swapped out that fast. Now we're on the venue projector. Christy, 5,000 lumen projector. We just did 22,000, 20 or 20,000 to 1 contrast. Now my projector's at 4,000 to 1 contrast. I told you it didn't make a difference. You can go from 20,000, you can go from 4,000. Your screen can't see contrast, it can't see contrast. one of these days, it's gonna happen. One of these days, I'm gonna get that sample sheet that's gonna give me that same fresh or breath air like the Black Diamond did. Way back 9 years ago, or 8 years ago, somewhere around that time, when I was sitting there in my room making gray screen paints, and I saw that dark technology just changed my world from there. And I decided, you know what? I'm going in the wrong direction. I need to start investing my time in darker technology. Glad I did. Man, if I stuck with this stuff, whoo, man. That's why I sat there and told y'all with them gray screen paint mixes, that stuff is old. Sitting there with a 2020, 2021, a 20 to 2021 new advanced projector, and your screen is 9 years old. And shifting technology. I love that so much. Once you get used to having that, you can't go back to anything else. Yeah, all this done under a minute, man. This is fantastic. Boy, let's get this one right here. And before you guys say, well, your screen's black, it's not black. It's not a black screen. Just has that shifting technology, contrast to make it be the mimic black levels. If I'm going to show you the difference between two screens, I'm not going to be sitting up on top of the screen. That's not where I'm going to be sitting at if I'm watching my screen. I'm either going to be behind my projector or next to my projector. I have no idea why people do those demonstrations either, why you're literally sitting right up on top of the screen. Are you going to be sitting that close to your projection screen? Like, really, honestly? No, you're not. You shouldn't be sitting next to a TV that close either. So you should be seeing it from a distance. If you can't see a difference from the screen from a distance, then I did a projector swap out. I need to get a lazy Susan with a bunch of projections that I can swap them back and forth. Would be nice. I don't get it. Yeah, let's pause that for a minute. Let's get rid of this projector. Let's go back to the 1,000 lumens. Now we're at 5,000 lumens, 1920, 1900 by 1200. Yeah, WXGA, Christie projector. Let's go back to 1,000 lumens now. I'm kind of bored with this. So let's go back to 1,000 lumens. I'm going to swap out for that next. what I like about venues. Venue projectors have all kinds of extra perks. This projector right here has a stack system on it. You know what stack systems are. So basically, if you want to stack you ever heard of projector stacking? It'd be to boost your lumen count. So if you got a projector at 5,000, you put two of them, you stack them together, you get 10,000. That's a headache because basically you have to interline both projectors together, but basically that they're fitting perfectly so you don't get a double image. Where this projector has an option on it where you have to just press the button one time and it automatically links the other projector, the other one, perfect stack. Which I need to get another one of these for that. Hey, couple, what you doing? All right. I'm over here, man, minding my own business. Minding my own business. What about you? Let go. Let go. Let go. Hey, I said let go. Taco likes to bite. Oh, that's pretty fast shutdown. That's pretty cool. That's actually faster than the rest of them I have here in the house. All right, so we got a little bit of time. I don't want to run over too much. So we're going to swap back out for the 1000 lumen. Go back to that. Get the same, I think we had the same demonstration on pause. So I'm going to put this one over here. Okay. And we're going to grab our, oh, battery's dying on the phone. Let me go get me a charger too. I'm going to grab myself another 1000 lumen projector. Now, even though we can do this easily at 1000 lumens, no problem. We don't advise you to use 1000 lumens because that's our specifications for this is going to be 25 for to operate the screen paint. That's our lowest we're going to put down is 25. And while I'm setting this up, let me go and get my charger real quick and go back to the 25. So as you can see, no matter how we swap our projector out, the screen's not going to be, the other screen's not going to be a pull off. I'll just put my charger in real quick because it's dying. I think I'm at 2%. Woohoo! Oh man, really, we don't have an outlet here. All right, 5% found an outlet right next to the wall. Okay, so up to it, back to the 1000 lumen projector. Let's plug this in. So now we're back to our Sony Vpl FH or Vpl Cs4 1000 lumen projector. We already did this demonstration earlier, but just show you how we can just swap back and forth. Doesn't make a difference. We change 1000 lumens, 5000 lumens, at 20,000 to 1 contrast. Doesn't make a difference. We have 4,000 or 100 to 1 contrast. Doesn't make a difference. These screens are not going to produce. Next to our technology, it's not going to work. Make sure we're in correctly. Actually, the screens had a much better chance at 5,000 lumens because they had a higher lumen count. But it just shows you at the end of the day, the more advanced the projector, the better the screens look. So they do depend on those high-end projectors to make the screen look good because the picture quality definitely dropped by a lot on 1,000 lumens. The color blue.
Getting that from YouTube.
Told you. Didn't make a difference what projector I swap out. They can't see color, and gray screens do the same thing. They can't see color, and they can't see contrast. Screen paints, the gray screen paints do the same thing. We did that demonstration earlier, earlier this morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. I told you. Gray screen paints are 9 years old. Anybody using a gray screen paint product? Your product is 39 years old, 8 to 9 years old. Only problem is that the two screens on this side are gunmetals. Right there. Those are gunmetal screens. Now this is newer technology. All these screens are, I'm pretty sure, are newer screens. I know that one definitely is a newer screen right there in the middle. But then again, like I said, that when it comes to a screen that uses that kind of reflective material, anytime you make a gray screen or any kind of dark screen compared to a white screen, your white levels are automatically going to drop. The darker the screen, the higher your white level is going to drop. So you have to have something in there to be able to get the white levels to push a little higher. Usually they use that kind of reflective material, but the problem with reflective material, it pushes up too much white light. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Same thing. No matter what I pick, doesn't make a difference. We did this with ultra short though, what, a couple days ago? Same scenario. When certified ultra short those screens, the same thing. Same thing. That's why I sit there and tell you, at the end of the day, it really doesn't make a difference if your projector is 4K, if it's 720p, if it's 1,000 lumens, if it's 5,000 lumens, is an SVGA projector, WXGA, really does not make a difference. If you can't see color, you can't see contrast, your screen's not going to pick up. That's the end of it. You just paid for half of a projector, that's what you paid for. That's what you paid for, half a projector, that's what you got. And those of you using screen paint mixes, well, I showed you the demonstrations on the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. I told you, if I talk about something, I back it up, and I always do. I left a bunch of links under my old company. We were making that screen paint product 8, 9 years ago. So you got yourself a new model projector, but you got yourself an 8 to 9 year old screen sitting on your wall. That's why you're sitting in the dark, and that's why you can't pull contrast, and that's why you can't see color. And that's why you're told to calibrate your projector. No one should be calibrating. Come on. The technology you got today, man, but you should not be calibrating a projector, really. When I hear people talking about, oh, I have to calibrate, I start laughing. What are you calibrating? Like, calibrating projectors really just came out around when white screens came out. That's when you needed to calibrate a projector. When you're sitting in the dark, literally, with your windows blocked out, with a white screen and your projector, that's when you need to calibrate. Not in this decade and era, you don't need to be calibrating a projector. Not the way they make projectors now, you shouldn't be. You got a brand new $4,000 projector and you're calibrating that? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's so sad. Why does your living room look like the Batcave? What is going on with that? Don't get it. Don't understand? Don't get it. My stuff back in back in my area where I had it at. Mr. Sloth. Don't get it. I can come downstairs, I can walk through my entire house, I can fire my screen up on my ceiling. My screen, this is a ceiling screen. That's the screen up there. That's the screen. I can fire off all these screens in here, and I can watch Tron from the top of the ceiling with the light on it, right there. And I can turn on and show you the screen behind me playing all at the same time. Can't do that in other demonstrations. And all these projectors are cheap. I bought all my projectors off eBay. These are all cheap projectors. I didn't pay anything for these. Well, how do you have 60, 70 projectors? Because I don't pay anything for them. The screens do all the work. I don't have to worry about going pulling my hair out at the end of the day, even though I shave my head. I don't have to worry about pulling my hair out if I figure out, oh, if I got enough contrast, or what if I don't have enough lumens, or what if I don't have this, that, and the other. Man, you guys are you're driving yourself crazy. For nothing. At the end of the day, it comes down to your screen. That's what it comes down to. I'm using a 1,000 lumen projector right now. It's 100:1 contrast. It's so old, it only does 4.3. So how come my screen's picking up proper color without it being calibrated, and these high performance screens are not? And then for those you're going to say, well, what if you darken the product? Well, we've been with the UV mix. We've seen what that looks like next to a Phoenix. A Phoenix is a black screen. A Phoenix can actually pull its screen down and pull up a white level that a UV can't. So you can't go around mixing dark products and getting, yeah, okay, you figured it out the hard way. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Over to Starfield, right there.
Switch up your routine with Wawa's delicious and crunchy breakfast and lunch paninis. Gotta have a Wawa.
I'm holding you. Or are you holding me?
Again, can't pick up the contrast either. This is what you're supposed to be picking up from your screen. See that? Taku Land. This is Taku Land. If you don't know, I have a cat, so I treat him like a little kid. And he's got, this is his toy area, so you will see his toys throughout the entire house. But yeah, this is what you're supposed to be picking up. This is how your screen is supposed to be reacting. Here's my projector, sits back in 18 feet back right there. That's my Chrissy. And this screen's already been tested on 1,000, same swap out projectors it's been tested on. Same certified screens, outside demonstrations. This technology has been, that's the Phoenix. It's a black Phoenix. Black Phoenix can sit in here in all this light. I can sit here, I can read a book, I can read my Bible wherever I want. And I can sit here in a fully lit environment with light passing back and forth to that screen, and that thing will never wash out. And I've done that on 1,000 lumens. I think we did a customer demonstration on 1,000 lumens against a white screen. That's how your screen's supposed to be reacting. So at the end of the day, I get to choose my projector of choice. I don't got to go out and spend $3,000 for a 4K projector. Nope, I went right over to eBay. I bought myself a 1080p projector. I paid $500 for it, and that was it. That's all I had to pay for it. So this screen has been tested on everything. Everything we got here has been tested on. So at the end of the day, when I get a chance to pick what projector I'm going to use on this screen as my choice, $500. That's it. Starfield screensaver. I love it when people, when we show up the colorful fish, people say, oh, I can do the same thing too. Yeah. Can you do that? I can do that. I can watch Batman, whatever I want, for lit environment, no problem. Can't do that. And I can take the same sample sheets I got behind me, and I can stick it right on that screen, or any screen paint I want, and I can turn that screen red and watch them all wash out on 5,000 lumens. And that's how your screens are supposed to be reacting. Football highlights.
Getting back on YouTube.
Okay, so we're going to put all this stuff back here. Put that over there. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I'm going to have to go online and buy one of those.
Focus strictly on that Philadelphia defense. Prescott comes out throwing. Able to complete the Dalton Schultz.
They've got some better pieces
There you go.
to fill in for the missing Brady Brown.
Got Pollard and Elliott both in the game at the same time. That wants to throw underneath the seat.
Got Connor McGovern in there at fullback, the sixth offensive lineman.
And they're running right that way. Ezekiel Elliott on a beautiful hole opened up.
Transformers action scene.
Getting back on YouTube.
And watch your movies. Look at TV. That's how it's supposed to react. Not sitting in the dark worrying about your windows washing out your screen. And we're 18 feet back from my screen. That's where my projector sits at. "4K demonstration." I love the Phoenix technology. You can't do that. Not the hobbies. None of y'all can do it. Technology is not designed right. Let's bring it up to our skin tones. So that sunlight that's hitting the floor, that's the same amount of light that's passing through my windows right now, back and forth. And that section right there, it reaches 16, 17 lux, easy. These are veneer curtains, which means I can see outside, they can't see in, but it allows a lot of light to pass through that environment. Oh, I love this technology. And we are sitting in the daytime. You know what this thing looks like with the lights out? Oh, it's a whole nother world. I showed some of that off yesterday, but these screens are like the lights out. Mind blowing. It's a whole nother world. Where did the silver sheet go? Oh, here it is, right there. That's the same product that was downstairs on a motorized projection screen. And we took the UV and we put it up against that white screen and we pulled that level down and you see when the UV came up dark. That's the same technology right there. We're sitting on 126 inches in my window. Not sitting pushed away in a dark environment. actual sunlight pushing back and forth across the screen at all times. That's how screens are supposed to react. Projector sits back 18 feet from the screen. Didn't even have to go out and spend the money for an expensive projector. Like I said, went down and got myself a nice little cheap projector over on eBay. $500 is all I was going to spend. That's all I need to buy. That's it. Some of you are sitting up there with $4,000 and $5,000 projectors. Got your rooms looking like in the dark. Where did the other piece go? I'm looking for my stuff. I'm breaking down my stuff here. It's over here. Now if I take the most expensive screen that I have in my category right now, which would be Elite screens, the most expensive screen we have right now. It's a $5,000 screen. That screen's black. That screen's darker than that product right there. That's gunmetal. That's a jet black screen. The color red. Let's see which one pulls the better red level. At 5,000 lumens, 18 feet back. With sunlight pushing it on my screen at the same time. Color blue. Alright, you get a chance to show up this part of the screen. We get sunlight that can come in through the screen. Our screen pulls. Taco line. The best blue. I'm going to finish it with my, I'm going to watch it, I don't know yet. In fact, I'm just going to put my menu on. I guess I'm going to be watching later on today. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to watch some Leave It to Beaver, I'm not sure. All right, well, we're done here because I didn't want this demonstration to go over this long, but apparently do go this long sometimes. I had to do the projector swap out because that was very important because, like I said, I want to cover everything on this technology right here, showing that we can just swap out our projectors at will. Test against high-end certified screens. Oh, I forgot to show you. One of the screens up there was a white screen too. We had a white screen up there the entire time. With a 0.9 gain up there. Huh? So we're going to make sure we cover everything because that's what I like to do in my demonstration. I like to make sure we cover everything. So we got all our certified screens covered. We did more than I thought I was going to do because usually I just do the color change out with 1,000 lumen projector and then we're done. But we did a projector swap out even more. Because it shows you at the end of the day that our technology is going to be able to pull up a beautiful image no matter what projector you use. As long as it's not knockoff projector, don't use those. Keep warranty by using those projectors. So that was fun. I'm going to put back my other one on because I might do some gaming later on. This is a gaming screen too also. I'm going to get the remote controls mixed up here. Where are you at? You carrying on. Cat. Taco! Taco just complains for no reason at all. I think in a past life Taco was an old man. I really believe that. Like out of nowhere, he just starts complaining. For nothing whatsoever. Yeah! You weirdo. In the kitchen. And I fix your toys too. Your little bat away thing, whatever that thing is you like to play with is fixed. And nothing the rest of that tuna fish is going in the refrigerator. You know, boy. He's grinding about something. Now I had enough paint left over because I'm gonna have to probably this Saturday, once I get all the orders shipped out, I'm gonna go upstairs and repaint over my Phoenix 19 for this technology. So there's a new gamer paint now. Yep, this is a new one. I told you Phoenix 19. I already told you down the line that a lot of our screen paints are going to be used in different projects. And certain ones are going to get swapped out. Certain ones are going to stay. Nothing wrong with the Phoenix 19. It's amazing technology. It is. It's just that we have other interests for it. So this is the new stuff right here with the gamer paint. We wanted something that's going to have, has both. We should have named the Phoenix Cinema, which would have been nice because that was confusing with that product right there. Because people were like, can you watch movies off of it? Like, yes, you can watch movies off of it. Because for those of you, if you have, well, everybody has new up-to-date systems now. Some people use them for watching their Netflix, and other people use them for watching Hulu. I got a Hulu account and Netflix account on my PS4. So, sometimes I'm not in there gaming all the time. Sometimes I just want to watch a movie at the end of the day. So, make something's going to work with both. So you're going to see a lot of those combinations popping up from time to time involving this technology. There is another black version of this coming out. We're going to design a black version of it. I talked about it on camera. I would like to see a darker version of this with gaming technology embedded in it. That gaming, man, that gaming, it's freaking, the colors on that are freaking amazing. Oh, man, it's like freaking candy. But anyway, just hooking up my stuff here. Where the heck is, oh man, really? I took that apart? What was the purpose of taking that apart? I'm gonna put it back together anyway. Now for those of you who happen to run across one of these projectors, like I said, I love these projectors right here. This is a fantastic projector to have. You don't have to spend a lot of money. It's only about, the most you should pay for it is around $500. For a quick tip, about $500 is all you should pay for this projector. I think this is the, this is the Chrissy LW 501i. If you happen to come across one of these, this is a nice projector to have. It has a kind of a stack support system in it. So you can stack your projectors, and you can basically stack up your lumen count. This is 5,000 lumens. If you get 3 of these, that's 15,000 lumens, and it does have a special perk in these projectors that allow you to automatically be able to stack and link your projectors. If you've ever done projector stacking before, trust me, look at the video. It can be a complete nightmare if you've never done it before. That means each one of your projectors are going to have to be perfectly in line with each one, or you're going to get a double kind of picture look. So you're going to have to make sure they're all lined perfectly. This one has a system that allows you to stack them automatically. That's what these projectors come with. Venues come with perks. All right, so let's see what we're doing from here. We're going to throw our standby on. I'm pretty sure the PS4 was always running right now, unless we have power on. Let's see, we're in the front here, we're blinking in the front. Let me put my function controls on. There. It lets me know my temperature. So usually if you get one of these projectors, the 505 Christie's, the LW 505 projectors are pretty much easy to hook up. If you want sound, you just plug it right here. Any one of this audio port right here will allow you to get sound. These are a little different. These are a little bit more temperamental when it's trying to get sound out of them. So I had a really difficult time when I bought my first one, which was an LW41. Basically, I couldn't get sound to come out of it. I couldn't get sound to come out of the sound bar. Went over and over again. I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. Somehow it involves firmware, so it can be a bit of a headache. So what I had to do was, this is the best trick that works. See this little adapter right here? Adapted right there, right? This is your magic adapter right here. Not all of the adapters. The heck was that flew by? Not all of the adapters will allow you to run your console systems through. Certain ones won't allow you to run console games through it. They won't pick up the signal. But this particular unit right here does pick up on a console system with no problem. Beautiful. I mean, it did right to the T to the description. So I can run my PS4 through here with no problem. It does say on the side of it, see right here? Let me see if I can find it. There's supposed to be a power port to plug it in for power, but you don't need that at all. I'm not even using one at all. You know, you don't have to plug it through a separate USB to run power through. You don't need it at all. Just plug it and play. I like this is because I can override the sound from my HDMI, and I can run it through my computer one or PC or VGA, whatever you are, PC output. PC output usually don't buy the ones that don't have the output on the end of it. They don't have the audio output on the back of them. You're not going to get any sound through there at all. It's going to be a nightmare for you. So you want the ones that have an audio output. You hook this up to here. You run your PS4 through here. You run your audio through here. And you're good to go. You're working with the older model machines. So let me go over here. I hook up my PS4, which is... But that's what works for me, because for a minute I had been running my Xbox One upstairs, because the Xbox One comes with audio out. It comes with optical out. So with the optical out, that allows me to be able to run my optical right into my soundbar. But because this is the PS4 and this particular model Slim doesn't have any optical out or any audio out, the only way you're going to be able to do that is you got a receiver you could run it through. But if you don't want to spend the money for the receiver, then basically you can just use this little adapter, and that adapter will override the sound, which will allow you to play it right through this unit. That will actually pick up on your PS system with no problem. That's what I found out. And as you can see, it runs it perfectly, no problem whatsoever. It's also a nice way if you want to run if you have a projector that has no HDMI ports on the back of it. Mine has two, but if you have no HDMI ports on the back of your projector and you want to be able to run it through a HDMI port, you only have VGAs only, this is a great way you can run your PS4 right through a back of a projector that doesn't have support any form of HDMI. All right, so we're just going to switch over to our lens shift and just come from here. I've done this so many times, I can do this without a remote control. Really just I do this all the time upstairs. Let me bring it down to the middle. Just want to make sure you adjust it right in the middle, where it's going to be at in the middle. And then from there, you hit your zoom and you expand your screen. Oh, we're going the wrong way on that one, aren't we? And my whatchamacallit's off a little bit here. My whatchamacallit's off. Hey, what's up, big cat? Wow. Whatever. All right, we're here. We're off a little bit here on our keystone here. Nope. So that's good. So what's going on with this one? That's where we're off. I was like, wait a minute, that looks way, way off. I'm just in keystone right now. Oh, that's better. Yeah, it's way off. Okay. Let's go back into zoom. Let's expand the screen. I'm going to go back into lens shift. Oh, battery's done. I forgot. Let's be charging my phone at the same time while I'm doing this. This is all I'm hitting. These two buttons right here. So lens shift and zoom. Those are the only two buttons I have to hit. So I'm doing this. Get my screen down so a little more. Then we hit zoom again. And we expand the screen a little more. So you can have it fitting right on the edge. It's hair trigger, so you gotta do is just click it. You don't even have to tap it that much. And voila. It fits perfectly. Without ever moving your projector. That's why I said if you get lens shift if you ever get lens shift, it will ruin you for projectors. Just be warned on that. After that, you're just not going to be able to deal with any other projectors because you're not going to be used. You can just put them in one spot and you can shift them wherever you want them to go. All right. Well, we're done there. All right, people. Well, with that being said, I just want to put my screen back in where I had it at. We're done with that demonstration. I guess we have until the 5th to get this done because this screen paint launches on the 5th. Once it launches on the 5th, we will be removing the Phoenix Gamer completely off the website for other projects. And this will be the replacement of it. Hey, go ahead. The food. Can't tell you what's in these magic boxes, but what's in these magic boxes makes magic fights. Like Mr. Bog, what is in those magic boxes? Those magic boxes right there, that's what makes magic paint. Can't tell you what's in those boxes. Tell you what's in those boxes. What's in those boxes makes magic paint that does that. What's in that box? That's my remote control. Okay, that's the remote control for that one. So we're all set up in here so I can sit down and watch some movies tonight. All right, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you all for your time. I have to go. Thank you all and God bless. Like I said, when the product's available, we'll have it available on the website, which should be on the 5th. And I need to know what I'm going to be watching right now. I may watch some train crossings or some history documentaries, or Tri-Channel's got something new. I'd be watching that. What else am I watching? Oh, look at that. Journey to the Antarctic. That has got to be an amazing. They got a lot of documentaries. Oh, got a couple good homestead shows on here. I think I'm gonna watch this for right now. No. I'll take that back. I'm gonna watch this for right now. This is my show. All right, people. Thank you all for your time. I'm gonna get down and get myself something to eat. Sit here and enjoy the rest of the light coming through my living room as it passes away. I do like to watch my shows, the light coming in. I enjoy my light. That's why my curtains this way. And I'm gonna watch me a couple TV shows, a few movies, and I'm done. Then hopefully tomorrow we'll be up. We get a good day in. We'll do the demonstration for outside, which was supposed to be done today, but this demonstration took a little too long, so I'm not gonna have time to do it. So we'll do it tomorrow, and then once it passes that, it gets its label. We haven't designed a label for it yet. It gets its label for the new technology, and then it'll be on the website. We got a few people right now already, like I said, acquiring for it already on my Facebook feed, where this one's going to next, seeing how they can get their hands on it. Oh, by the way, we're going to have 1 quart, 2 quarts. We're going to have a 1 gallon, 2 gallons, and the 3 gallons is going to be something a little special. There is going to be, with the 3 gallons, we are going to add in a 4K Fire Stick. Yeah, the ones I use in all my demonstrations. The 4K Fire Stick is going to come free for the 3 gallons. Sorry, that's not going to be available overseas. And the 2 gallons may not be. We only may have the 1 gallons only available overseas, but that's what we're going to have in with that particular package. All right, it's a way of saying thank you. All right, gotta go. Thank you all for your time, and God bless.